Welcome everybody to the Fun and Wellness channel. So today we're going to talk about posture. I've been noticing a lot of people, especially children, looking on their phones. They're all sitting like this here. I'll show you. Like this. So they're hunched over. They're looking at their phone down. Their neck is wonky, the head is way forward, and they stand like this for hours, or sit like this for hours and don't even know. Driving, they tend to drive like this, hunched over, rounded. Okay, we don't want that. Or let's say they're working on their computer, and what do? They're like slumped over, and then the head is doing this. Well, that is all very bad for your body. What happens is your shoulders round forward, the back muscles get real relaxed and stretched and weak. These pec muscles tighten up, pull you forward because you're forward. The head, the neck, the poor little cervical vertebrae are all scrunched up because your head weighs about 14 pounds, and every inch it's forward another like 5 pounds or something. I can't remember exactly, but it's a lot. So let's say you have a bowling ball, you're carrying it right here, and it's pretty good, okay? Now hold it out there for longer. Because of the fulcrum, because of physics, it's just going to be harder. So when your head is way out there, it's harder on the little muscles in your neck, and they have to work really hard. You end up getting headaches, your vertebrae get scrunched, and then the next thing you know is they'll start to deteriorate. That's happening with a lot of children these days because they're all looking on their phones like this. So what we want to do is, and I noticed I haven't been doing my yoga lately, but yoga helped me a lot with posture, and I noticed I'm getting a little hump back there. I don't like that at all. I'm just like, ew, no. And rounded shoulders. I've always had rounded shoulders. I've had them for a long time, and when your shoulders are rounded, it decreases the room in between. There's little muscles in between the cartilage and bone in your shoulder, and little muscles are pinched, and eventually they get rubbed and they can actually fray. So that's really bad for your arms and shoulders. Now, when you stand correctly, when you're in alignment, right, what happens? Your shoulders are back, your chest is up. That means you have more room to breathe in because you're not all crunched up here. And you'll get more oxygen in your body. That's good for energy. Also, your internal organs, if you're crunched like this, they're crunched. If you hold your fist tight for a while, you can't get the blood into it. It's the same kind of thing, that the blood is not replenishing the energy and the things you need for those organs, and they have to work harder. You're not going to feel as well. You're not going to be as healthy. So we want to counteract that, and you can counteract that. Even when you start getting a hump, or you have kind of a hump back there, that's your C7, it's had too much strain on it from a forward head, you can get that aligned, and before you know it, you'll be back in business. You'll be looking 10 years younger. Your waist will be an inch and two thinner because you lifted your chest up, and it's not all just hanging right in the middle here. So that's what we're going to do today, is learn how to get into alignment, learn what correct alignment is, and how to achieve it by working your muscles and remembering to position your body so that it's upright and in its maximum position for health. So let's talk about alignment. When I teach yoga, we do something called the mountain pose, and I'll be looking at you straight, but I really want to look at, it sideways. So front ways, you're about a foot width between the insides of the feet are parallel. They're about hip width apart, or just slightly less than that. Now, start from the top of the head. You want to grab that little twirly place on the top of the head, the very top of the head, and pull it. Pull some of that hair up and feel like it's just pulling your head up toward the ceiling. Now, I want you to also take your chin. I'm going to go sideways. Take your chin and push it back, like somebody's trying to feed you some gook stuff you don't want to eat, and they're coming at you, and so you just want to move back. Or someone is trying to kiss you that you really don't want to kiss. So you tuck your chin back. It's not up, it's not down, it's back. You see that? Let's practice that. Let's forward and back. Forward and back. Now you feel what back feels like. And the ears should be over the shoulders. The shoulders, you want to be back. and keep breathing. So for mountain pose, I have people put their palms forward and then bring your shoulders back, and then you can just forget your palms, because putting the palms forward will rotate the arms so that the shoulders will come back and pull them down away from your ears. Okay, so let's start again. Pull up the top of your head. Push in your chin so your ears are over your shoulders. Put your shoulders back, down, and then relax your hands. Okay, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So, and we have to think about pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt. So anterior tilt is the bottom part of your hips, comes forward. So I bend my knees a little and I can squeeze my butt and my hips come a little bit forward. That's tucking your tailbone. Now, the opposite is the posterior tilt. So the bottom of your pelvis area goes back. So you stick your butt out. Okay? So let's do this. Rock forward, rock back. Forward, back. If you need to practice that, you can lay on the floor, and when you tuck your tailbone, you flatten the mids back, and that will go on the floor too. And when you arch then, or posterior tilt, you'll arch, and then you'll be able to put your hand in between the floor and your back. So now let's start again. Top, hold that head up so you're taller. Even get taller with your body, like bring the sternum up. Sternum's right here between your ribs. Up, tuck that chin. The shoulders come back, and then drop them. Make sure that they go down. And you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Like, try to put each shoulder blade in the opposite back pocket. There. Now, I've got my chest up. It's not out. I don't want it out. I just want it up. And then pull my tummy in a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. Just tuck your tailbone a little bit. Knees are bent. And now I'm not sure what I look like, but hopefully my ears are over my shoulders are over my hips are over my ankles. And breathe. Now, when you breathe, I want you to breathe in through your nose, big, and expand your chest. Expand the rib cage. Just breathe in and expand your tummy so you get the air all the way down into the lower part of your lungs. And then when you breathe out, you push your tummy in. Push all of the air out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so that is proper alignment, and hopefully I'm doing it. So now, what is proper alignment when you're sitting? So I will show you. Okay. Because we do a lot of sitting. Now, what is not proper alignment is rounded back. Oh, let's just sit here and watch TV. See, terrible, really terrible. Rounded back. Okay. Now, pretend we're working on a computer. So I'm going to sit on the chair. Now, first thing to think about is my knees need to be above my hips, because for every inch they're lower than my hips, it's a lot more pressure on the lower back. So you want your knees higher than your hips, and you do that by having a footstool. Now, as you can see, my knees are higher than my hips, and it eases my back. My hamstrings are pulling tightly on my back to keep my legs up, so that rests your back. Now, I'm going to sit back. Well, that might be too high, but I don't know. Let's see what if I did it less? I don't know. Are my knees still higher than my hips? They might be. Just a little bit. That might be a good position to be in. I think the other one was maybe a little too high. So somewhere in between those two would be good. I have a footrest that you can raise and lower. So experiment with, if we lean back in the chair, sometimes it's hard on your back. I have a chiropractic backrest that I use on my chair, and I'll put it down there so that my back is cushioned there, and I can still be upright without too much strain. I want to have about a a fist between the back of my legs and the seat of the chair. Now, the computer screen should be at fingertip, and really want to have armrests that your arms can be in a resting position. A lot of people have had trouble because they hold their arms up and then they wonder why they're all hunched over and their arms hurt. So you want to be able to have a right angle here, a right angle here, a right angle here, but an armrest. So now I can type. Now, where is the screen? Divide the screen in 3 height-wise. So there's the top third, the middle third, and the bottom third. You want to be looking at the line between the top third and the middle third. We used to have a nurse at this one job I worked at because they had a lot of computer people and they had also a call center. He said I could walk by somebody and look at how they're sitting at their desk and tell them what hurts on their body, their neck, their arms, whatever, just from because they're sitting. He said, when you sit all day, it's like you're using tools that can harm you if you're not using them correctly. Correct posture is one of the ways to avoid injury. So think about that. Just think about that. Okay, that when you're doing also if your screen is off to the side, I've done that before. My neck started to hurt because it was always going angly. You want to be just as straight as you can. Okay, so now you're looking straight at the screen. You're not looking up because that's going to hurt your neck, or looking down, that's going to hurt your neck. You want to be looking about the top third of the screen. There, and then you can work without putting your joints in awkward positions. So that's the ideal situation for when you're sitting at a desk or even watching TV. You don't want to be in that slouched position. So with a chair, remember it has to be sturdy. You could use your sink instead, a bathroom sink or your kitchen sink, because that's going to be stable. I want to stretch my back and my arms. I get back, I'm far enough away from the chair, and I pull. I lean back, push my butt out, and lean. You can feel it under your arms. You can feel it in your back. It's a good stretch. You can hang your neck down too. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now to counteract that, we're going to alternate. We're going to step forward, push down on the chair, and reach your sternum up, arch your back, and stretch it the opposite way. Push your arms down, stretch your back. Do you see how I've got my back arched? My feet are on the floor. Let's go back to the other one now, just so you get an idea of how to go back and forth. Stretch the back even further. Feels good. You should do this once in a while. And then come forward, push down, lean forward, and arch your back. You can stick your butt out too. Tuck your chin when you're doing all of these. We want to strengthen our back too. I have a stretchy band. A band that doesn't have handles on it is okay too. With the stretchy band, you want to put your hand through the handles and grab it. Now I'm sitting up straight on the chair. Now with these things, the closer you hold, the harder it is. You want to hold about maybe 10 inches or so, or about shoulder width apart. Lift our hands and then stretch. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Don't go too far back. It's a little hard on your shoulders if you go too far back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin. You don't want your chin out there when you're trying to get your chin to come back and your neck straight. Okay, again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do a couple of those. It's up to you. Start slow because you really work it and then you'll be too stiff and you won't want to do it anymore. So let's do one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm tucking my chin, stretching here. And I'll do it from the side so you can see what I'm doing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now you can do stretching more of the back. Put your hands up, keep your elbows in, and stretch like that. Now, sternum is up, tuck your chin. Shoulders are back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You want to see what I was doing from the side? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. I'm going to stretch my arms back because remember, I want to tighten, strengthen the back, and loosen the front. So I'm going to put my hands back there on my neck and stretch your hands back. Now lift your sternum, tuck your chin. So the chin should be trying to sit on your chest. And then stretch. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest. Breathe. Squeeze. And you can pull your hands into your neck or push your neck against your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can pull your tummy in while you do this too. Okay, one more time. Start slow with maybe 3 times or and build up. You can build up, but you want to go slowly because it'll work those muscles and you don't want to get them too sore. So stretching back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake them out. Now, to relax your back, come up closer to the front of your chair. And now just put your hands on your knees and just hang, or you can hang down this way. One side, you could do one side or the other side, but just hang down. I'll show you from the side. Okay, and this is really relaxing. If you're working at your desk and you start getting too tired, you can just get your chair back a little bit and do this thing. It just really relaxes your, these muscles that you're working. There, like that, and like that. And just rest for a little bit. Okay. Now remember, let's practice pushing that chin back. So it wants to hang out there, but we want to straighten it. Have the shoulders away from the ears. They're back and down. And then push that chin in. So the whole neck goes back. So I'll show you from the side again. Here, push it back. And it lengthens the neck back there. And when I teach yoga and I do shavasana, which is laying on the ground in corpse pose, then I'll have people point their nose at their chest. And that way they release the back of the neck and then they can put their head down and relax more and have your neck stretched a little. If I do all this work and things are going well and my neck seems to be getting back into the position it needs to be and all that, and then I sleep on a big fat pillow, well, that just pushed my head forward. So what you want to do is, if possible, sleep on your back. And you might start out with a pillow that you're comfortable with, but gradually get less and less thickness of the pillow. You want your head right on the bed, the same level without a pillow. But if you use a big fat pillow, you're just going to undo everything you did during the day with the stretching and stuff. So make sure that you're not using a big fat pillow. You're not rounded over when you're sleeping. You want to be laying nice and smooth and have that head in line with your body. So here's more stretches that we could do on the wall. So remember when we did the sink stretch or stretching our back, we can do that on the wall. So here you want to bring your hands down. I'm about arm width apart from the wall. And then just push my butt out and sink down round the back. And then when we did the cobra, which was the opposite, so you get a little closer to the wall, put your hands on the wall about a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And now you can arch your back, lift your sternum, arch your back, tuck your chin. That's the same as cobra. On the ground, it's a little easier on the wall. Now, here's another good stretch because we got these pecs so tight. I want you to stand with about a foot away from the wall and put your hand on the wall in line with your body. Now, rotate your feet a little bit. And now I want you to rotate your body, the whole body, by leaving the hand on the wall. And what you'll do is stretch this pec muscle like that. You can use your head to rotate that way. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, bring it down a little bit. I mean, you could start out high, bring it down, do it again because you're going to hit different muscle fibers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about one more? 5. So rotating the body will stretch your pec. Other side. Can't do just one side. Okay, so I'm about a foot from the wall, and now I'm going to move my feet a little bit, angled out. Got my arm up here, nice right angle, and then rotate the body so that you stretch the pec. Breathe. Okay, bring it down a little. Rotate the body. Different fibers. And last one. I don't know, maybe I get higher. It's up to you. Do what feels good. Okay, one more. Excellent. This is a yoga stretch. One of my favorites. So I put my hands behind my back. And I slide my hands down my butt. Shoulders back. And now I'm pulling away from my body. And you gotta tuck your chin when you're doing this. You can't be going forward or you're just losing it. Okay, so like this. Sternum up, tummy in, shoulders back. Nice stretch on the pecs here. But tuck your chin, because if you put it forward, it's not going to do any good. Okay, and if you really get good, you can bend over, but you don't have to. So, what is the goal? The goal is to get rid of the humps on your back. The goal is to get rid of your text neck, so it's not destroying the vertebrae in your neck or everything else, the cartilage. And also to be able to walk better so you can breathe better and your internal organs will work better. So thank you very much. Come on back for some more tips and fun and wellness. Thank you very much. And subscribe if you can. I'd really like to see you subscribe. That would help me a lot. And have a great day. Bye.